thing I do is I hang up the backdrop. I'm not really concerned about wrinkles and everything because it's going to be pretty much black. I still have the lights on right now just so I can video this. Now if you kind of look here, I don't know if you really can tell too much. I'll get a little bit closer. But I don't put it all the way to the ground. Actually, I actually like it a little bit higher off the ground, maybe 6 inches or so. It's about 4 inches in the middle and maybe a foot, maybe 18 inches over here. The reason I do that is it gives me that gradual natural gradient, so there's not like this, all of a sudden there's black line at the bottom. So I kind of have a little bit more gradient coming down. I do fold this over to the side, the excess. I don't need to, but I just kind of do it. That way it gives me a little bit extra darkness on that side. And then here it's kind of draping. Now what you have to watch out for, and a lot of barns are like wind tunnels, and they could give you a sailboat type method. So be prepared to know that this thing might be blowing like crazy. I've got a pretty calm day. If I open up my side door, this would be blowing like crazy. So kind of take out your wind source. If you do have that wind, you're going to have to put the backdrop all the way to the ground, fold it under. I've used feed bags, I've used shavings bags, I've found 2x4s, I've used extra light stands, just anything to, roll it under something and then to stabilize it from blowing up. A lot of people are worried about horses being scared of this. Got to think about what we do at horse shows. We put stall curtains up. So horses actually are pretty used to this. I've had horses, we've put it up and we've just, I haven't, like this one's not attached to anything, and we could still maybe bring a horse through the alleyway and everything. If you're doing a barn session and you have a lot of horses at a boarding barn, get permission about putting this up and, tell the person that I need a good, quiet spot where there's not a lot of traffic to put it up here. I'll let you look at Pinky while I'm talking. So, just kind of, get permission. Find the best spot, tell them. Now I'm shooting from the south side of a barn. This is the worst side to shoot on because that sun's going to come in. So today's a cloudy day, so I'm okay with it. If it was a sunny day, I would have issues with it. If it was late in the morning or early in the day, because the sun's going to come shining through here, and we're going to have an issue with that. But being a cloudy day, I can do that. I prefer the north. In the summer months, and then the east or the west in the winter months. And the reason I say the summer months is because I like to do black backgrounds kind of midday. The reason being is I love the light bouncing up into and giving them the catch lights in their eyes, and it seems to do a little bit better midday. The shadows aren't coming, those long shadows aren't coming into the barn or anything. If there's barn windows, you're going to have issue with barn windows. My biggest issue is skylights. Skylights are really, really hard to deal with because sometimes they'll come right down in the middle of where you're wanting to shoot all across the horse's back. So there's a whole lot of issues you need to take into consideration.